I would build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me. And I'll build them very inexpensively. I will build a great, great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words.
So my parents were two immigrants from Cuba with little formal education. They reached the middle class in that century. They did so through humble jobs. First, as an assembly plant for lawn chairs, and then my mother went to work as a cashier, a maid, and finally a stock clerk at Kmart. My father was primarily a bartender for hotel banquets. They never got rich, but my parents achieved the American dream because through these modest jobs, they reached financial security, they raised a family in a safe neighborhood, they provided for our needs, and they left their children with lives even better than their own.
Let's stop talking, and whoever gets elected, let's do something about it. Let's go ahead and do a better job about immigration, about how we let people in here. Once they're here, how we handle it. The ones that are here, what are we going to do about it? All right? And let's start really doing something about it. I mean, I can tell you for many years, you know, there's a lot of talk about immigration reform, this and that, and at the end of the day, nobody does anything. I think sometimes they see it as such a big thing that at the end of the day, they can't even tackle it, but it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
We cannot, you know, throw all undocumented aliens out. We can't divide families, but are we doing the right thing by ignoring our laws? Are we being fair to the other immigrants? Whether it's my mom or my cousin Esteban or your parents who came through the proper channels versus someone who just decided to, you know, take out a bank loan in Guatemala, pay a smuggler who got them into the United States.
We are the country. You know, the United States has been a country of immigrants for many generations, for hundreds of years. That's how we became to be what we are. So I think we should embrace the diversity, and we should learn from the other cultures. And I also think that tolerance is going to be a key to our continued success.
Even the immigrants here, I've heard some candidates talk about we're going to ship them back, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You know, first of all, how do you take 12 million people and send them back? Second of all, you got kids that are being, you know, grown in this country. You know, there's better plans out there. Okay, again, maybe, and if I was advising them or something, I would say, you know what, you go ahead and everybody who's in this country not illegal, give them a grace period to report themselves. And once they report yourself, you can see what kind of person they are. If they've been here and hardworking, and then please give them a working card or something. If they're criminals, then send them back. But you know, to do something. Let's just stop talking about it and do something because it's important to our country.
With immigrants coming from all over the world, in the early days, it was mostly European, and then our founding father sought to have our motto being "E pluribus uno," of many one. Okay, we're still that country that is of many one, and we cannot now say, well, you know what, this particular group of people are all bad, because within every group there's some bad.
In my Cuban, you know, heritage and my Cuban community that I have learned from, and you know, have really been able to see that, you know, you can beat any adversity. You can work very hard and be able to do what you need to do. I'm the daughter of immigrant parents that came from Cuba, and they had nothing, and they worked very hard to try and put me through private school and give me the tools that that they didn't have. And because of them, I'm able to you know, live my dream of being an attorney. And a lot of Cuban immigrants had to do the same.
I am the older sister of 4 girls, 2 of whom are U.S. citizens, one who is also undocumented as myself. My mother would be DAPA eligible. DAPA would be the executive action that was announced that would grant protection from deportation to parents of U.S. citizens, but it's held up in the court system now. And my family knows what it means to be separated from each other. My father was deported about 8 years ago.